Alright, welcome back to Major Movies and TV. And today, we're going to be talking about the future of the Jurassic franchise, Jurassic World, Jurassic Park. We're going to be talking what I think could happen after Jurassic World Dominion. I just recently got the chance to watch Jurassic World Dominion on DVD because I didn't get the chance to go see it in theaters. So now I've officially seen every Jurassic movie that's come out so far, and I have been a huge Jurassic Park fan literally since I was born. The first two movies in Jurassic Park both came out before I was born, and Jurassic Park 3 came out when I was 1 year old. So I've literally been watching the franchise since I can remember, and it's just been one of my favorite franchises of all time. That original trilogy was on repeat at my house. On repeat. So, it's one of my top franchises that I love watching, and Jurassic World came out when I was 15, I believe, and I really like Jurassic World 2. It wasn't as good as the original trilogy, but the Jurassic World trilogy was still cool, and it brought something different to it. I see the original Jurassic Parks as like horror / action movies, but more leaning towards horror. And then Jurassic World is like that blockbuster action movie. Like they're bringing it more mainstream and making it crazier now. And the good thing is, though, they didn't go Fast and Furious crazy where all of a sudden there are dinosaurs in space. No, they elevated it and made it a little bit more action packed and crazy, but they didn't completely destroy it. Luckily, as far as my opinion goes, they didn't destroy it. I will say Jurassic World Dominion was kind of a disappointment, but it wasn't bad. If it wasn't connected to Jurassic Park, it would have been it would have been good. It would have been really good. I would have really liked it a lot more. I still thought it was fun, but it was a disappointment in terms of like not seeing as many dinosaurs as you would hope. The dino fights weren't nearly as impressive as before. It was a whole lot of like dinosaurs running at things but not actually fighting, which was kind of disappointing. Like most of the fights in the movie was literally just the dinosaur kind of running at something and then failing to catch it. Like, it wasn't really, like, a whole lot of, like, fighting between the dinosaurs. And it's funny, because there was literally, like, a dino fight, like, scene in the movie, and there wasn't a whole lot of dino fighting there. The dinosaurs just attacked the people. So I was like, damn, like, really? You're not gonna have much dino fighting in this movie? The most we got was Rexy and the Giganotosaurus, but even then that fight was kind of disappointing. So the dino fighting was disappointing in Dominion. The lack of dinosaurs in it was disappointing, but I didn't hate it. It wasn't horrible. It just didn't feel right as a Jurassic World, even a Jurassic World movie, better yet a Jurassic Park movie. So unfortunately, yeah, I didn't love Jurassic World Dominion, but I didn't hate it either. I get what they were going for. It focused way too much on the people and the locusts and not enough on dinosaurs. But that's why we're here to talk about the future of the franchise and what I think they could do with it. For spoilers for Jurassic World Dominion, in case you have not watched the movie, I will be talking spoilers about every Jurassic movie out there, so, if you don't want to get spoiled, don't keep watching. So, at the end of Jurassic World Dominion, the dinosaurs are still out in the world. Like, they weren't killed off, they weren't brought anywhere, they're just still out there. So I think if they really wanted to, they could keep this going. And I came up with this movie idea called Jurassic World: A New Era. And pretty much what would happen in this movie, as a continuation of what happened in Dominion, pretty much the world falls apart because of the dinosaurs. Like the economy crashes and people kind of become extinct essentially. There are still some people, but there's not nearly as many. The dinosaurs killed off a lot of people or destroyed people's abilities to live their lives normally, so they all kind of died off. Except for, some. And what would happen is it would kind of go back to more of the horror action route. I think that's better for it, like a survival movie. And it would follow Macy Lockwood. We'd see Macy surviving and being older and leading a group of her and her friends in this world that dinosaurs have destroyed, and now there's just dinosaurs running around. Like the dinosaurs are able to reproduce by themselves and everything, and they kind of just take over, and there are still humans, but there's not nearly as many. And now Macy and her group of friends that she makes are just trying to survive in this new world. I think that could be an interesting way of continuing the story, but bringing it to a point where it's very new and it's not unbelievable, like it's new. It does something completely different, but it's still connected to the original trilogy and the Jurassic World trilogy, and it keeps it going. It's Jurassic World: A New Era, the start of a new trilogy. And pretty much this trilogy is them figuring out how to survive in a world full of dinosaurs, and them seeing new dinosaurs and having to fight them off, and seeing dinosaurs fight each other. With less characters, you can focus more on the dinosaurs and really make compelling characters because there aren't as many, and actually put them in situations where there's actual tension involved. I feel like the Jurassic World movies did not have a lot of tension at all. You kind of knew how things were going to happen. It was just a lot of action. And I feel like that was missing in Jurassic World, so it'd be cool to bring back a lot of tension, bring back compelling characters, only like a couple, like 4 or 5, and then put them in a world where you can actually focus on just the dinosaurs, which is supposed to be the main draw of the movie. You can focus on dino fights. The dinosaurs are out there in these broken down cities, destroyed cities. They're just running around. Plants are overgrowing everything, and dinosaurs are just out there, and there's groups of people. Some are like poaching dinosaurs and hunting them down. Some are, doing this. Get away from the lab stuff. The Jurassic World trilogy put it too much in a lab. Like, I get it, that's a big part of why the dinosaurs exist, but we want to see the dinosaurs, not the lab that makes the dinosaurs. Like, we want to see dinosaurs out there in the wild, and Jurassic World kind of missed that point a little bit, that trilogy. So I think it'd be cool to bring it to this new era where you could focus more on the dinosaurs and have more compelling characters, because now the characters are in actual danger the whole time. They are fighting to survive in this world, and at any point they could be killed off by a dinosaur. I think that would be a really dope idea on bringing back the original horror roots of the franchise, the original wonder of it, because then at that point you're also seeing a whole new world. You're not seeing dinosaurs in our world, you're seeing our world destroyed, and now there's dinosaurs in it. And that could kind of bring back that wonder of, oh, look at what could happen, Look at the possibilities, look what could happen after we bring dinosaurs back. Look what the future might hold. Something we could never predict, you know, and that could bring that wonder back to the franchise that a lot of people are missing from the original movie. So yeah, I think that this idea could work really well. Jurassic World, a new era with Macy Lockwood, the character, leading a group of kids trying to survive in this world, you know, after most of the human population was killed off, you know, by dinosaurs. So yeah, I think that'd be a pretty good way to bring back the franchise to its fullest potential, you know, and still keep the story going. It would still involve Jurassic World and everything. And like say you bring in some sort of like more evolved dinosaur. Say after, you know, years and years the dinosaurs evolve even further because they're not just dinosaurs. They're dinosaurs that were made from mixing a ton of different DNA genes together, and they could evolve into anything, you know? You could get a dragon in there or something, you know, maybe not a dragon, but you get the idea that they could evolve even further over time, especially after they've taken over the world and they are doing their own thing and they're just evolving naturally. They could evolve into crazier dinosaurs with different abilities and stuff like that. You could make up dinosaurs if you really wanted to. You wouldn't have to go just with what already exists. So you could branch it out even further, and you could tell a more compelling story with fewer characters. So I think that would be a really cool idea. Like I said, I've been a big Jurassic fan since the beginning. I didn't hate the Jurassic World trilogy. I think it had some decent ideas. It just wasn't executed as well as maybe it could have been, especially with Dominion. But yeah, so if anyone else has any ideas for how the franchise could go, let me know in the comments. I'd really like to hear more ideas. I'd like to hear some feedback on my idea, you know, and yeah, so let me know in the comments what you think, and everyone have a good day.